do da do da do da do da do do da do da do da do da do.
Welcome on, welcome to Ricky's podcast, big and small. Welcome to Ricky's podcast, one and all. Welcome to the podcast now. Welcome on, welcome to Ricky's podcast, big and small. Welcome to Ricky's podcast, one and all. Welcome to the podcast now. It's Ricky's podcast.
More questions, so we have content for the podcast.
I'll bring it up again. I'll be like Fahrenheit 451. I keep on like pronouncing that wrong. I don't even know if we're started or not.
It's Fahrenheit. It's our system of temperature.
I'm the one measuring a lot of these temperatures in engineering classes with Fahrenheit. I can't pronounce it still.
Fahrenheit. Don't you guys use Celsius if you're gonna do this for engineering classes?
It depends on the standards we're using. If we're using ISO, we would use the metric, but if it's like ANSI, we would use American units. But then you know how there's like Kelvin with Celsius, like it goes Celsius to Kelvin. Oh, there's one called Rankine. I don't know, but that goes from Fahrenheit to an absolute scale. Yeah. Is it started, or?
I'll never tell.
You'll never tell. Okay.
No, we started.
We started. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
We started here. Yeah, you're here. So.
I'm here.
Yeah, I was telling Luke last time. There's nothing to derail a podcast like telling the person that we started.
Swear.
Yeah. It happened with him where it's just like he was going off about something or other. You can listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
But he was just going off, and then it's like, oh, have we started yet? So yeah, we started. And then just dead silence.
I kind of caught the vibe, but I wasn't sure. I was like, you could do that. I was like, maybe not. I might have a second. I'm like, I'm going to tell you all my secrets. But now that people are listening in.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why anybody would ever even come into an environment where there is the potential for recording, much less where someone's recording.
Yeah.
And then you go talking, being like, oh, they'll tell me when I'm recording. So therefore, I could just say all the terrible things I say to people. Until then.
And then after it's recording, it's like you got nothing to say. Or like after you find out it's recording, you're like so self-conscious about everything.
Yeah.
What's that book right there?
This is The Sound of Waves by Yukio Mishima.
Oh, nice.
Who's an author I've been meaning to read for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the ones because I had read this before technically, but I read it whilst I was doing that sleep deprivation experiment. So I don't remember anything that happened in it.
Oh, gotcha. It was that must have been a time. Anything you would have done in that time would have been wild.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because, they're like, bring a book because it helps you, like, stay awake and stuff because you're engaging your mind. And then I did. And then, after, like, what was it, like 36 hours or something without any sleep, I mean, just nothing sticks.
Sounds like the Russian sleep experiment.
Well, except I didn't turn carnivorous and start eating the researchers.
That's true. That is true.
No. And plus, there's definitely a hump where if you get over it, you're, like, totally good for, like, the rest of the time.
The runner's high?
Yeah, you ever get that thing where, like, you're staying up for a super long time, and then you get, like, super sleepy, but then at around, like, 3-4 o'clock in the morning, you just get totally awake all of a sudden?
There's been very few times where I've stayed awake till 3 a.m., I'll be honest. Usually I throw in the towel at, like, midnight or 1.
Yeah.
I know because if it ain't happening, then it ain't happening at 3 a.m. for me, like, but I don't know. I haven't experienced that.
Oh. Well, it happens with me, so.
Oh, no.
Next time you're up till 4 in the morning, try that out.
Are you practicing your instrument at 4 in the morning, or are you like just doing regular stuff?
Yes,
like
I mean,
quiet stuff?
I used to do that like freshman, sophomore year, early sophomore year,
Mm-hmm.
where I'd practice until 3 in the morning, but, you know, that's wildly unhealthy
That is
to
wildly.
just do. Yeah.
Yeah. How was your parents and family members dealing with that? Were they like, oh, this is okay? Or were they like,
That's the good thing about guitar is that it's so quiet. They don't even know.
I don't even know.
They don't even know. So I can just practice all night and not disturb anyone. That's why you learn the guitar and not like, you know,
The trumpet.
trumpet or the saxophone or the trombone.
That would be awful. I mean, I guess they have those mutes, but I feel like the mutes kind of make it tough to practice.
Yeah. Well, it's a different sound. Like if you're, you know, because horns have to practice their tone, you know, unlike, you know, guitar and piano. They have to actually, you know, practice just making a note
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, getting a good tone. And you can't have that if you're just wearing a mute all the time, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Dang, piano and guitars, they got it easy. They got it. Well, I mean, you guys
Well,
don't have it. I won't. Okay, I
don't-
won't throw that in there. I won't throw that in there.
You
But the tone-wise,
Shut your whore mouth.
tone-wise, you guys got it easy. All you guys gotta do is just hold down the note, and then the
Yeah.
rest of it does it. I won't.
Yeah, in terms of tone, and
in
only in terms of tone, is it better. Yeah.
I knew I made a mistake once I said those words. So don't worry.
Yeah, you try sight reading on guitar, man.
That would be awful.
Make you want to kill yourself.
That's like that's like multiple notes at the same time. Dang.
Yeah, it is multiple notes at the same time. And there's multiple ways to play those notes.
Yeah.
Whilst also at the same time. So you just gotta hope for the best sometimes.
Yeah. So Justin hereby retracts the statement, and it's only for tone. Oh wow, that was a choppa.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the things that only happen when you're trying to record a podcast.
It just takes in all of the sound, all of the loud noises.
Yeah. National Guard all of a sudden decides to raid a park, I guess, for some reason.
Am I sounding okay on the? I know sometimes I'm like very quiet.
Yeah, I mean, you're sounding good by my ears. I'm trying to make me sound super good, too. I don't know. I think it's good. It's fine. It's probably fine.
It's probably fine. It's fine.
Nobody listens to these anyways, so...
What was the most you've had of someone listen to one of your podcasts?
It's
I
like-
saw there was 12 one time, and it was someone was like, Justin hates Scientology. I'm like, of course it's that one.
Yeah, I just assume it's the Scientologists just seeing whether or not they should, you know, harass you to death.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't remember me saying anything that I hate Scientology in that podcast. I remember we were talking about Scientology, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think the most was like 32 views or something.
Dang.
But it was only because I accidentally clickbaited my video by accident.
Hey, sometimes you gotta like make it look popular so that then people are like, hey, this is a popular podcast. I should listen to this. And
Yeah.
then they listen to it, and then boom.
Yeah, because it was entitled In Search of Lost Media. And apparently Lost Media is like this super buzzword that I didn't even know about before. And so just, I guess people just like, who would search it. And I checked the analytics. Yeah, all those people that found it because they searched Lost Media.
Oh.
So, you know, yeah. Oh well. And the retention was like they stuck around for like 30 seconds and then pieced out.
Hey, 30 seconds is 30 seconds. A lot could happen. Well, I mean, compared to an hour podcast, 30 seconds is 30 seconds.
Hey man, I'm not gay, but $20 is 20 bucks.
Yeah. I'm really excited to read this book, actually. Like, I'm telling you, 2021, I made the decision to just start reading more. Like, I used to be the person like, I hate books. I haven't read a book since my last book report kind of people, you know, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was one of those. Well, I kind of still am one of those people. But
Except you haven't read a book since your last book. You've read books
true.
since.
I've read a whole bunch of books since my last book report.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty proud of that. I will hold that. You know that meme where it's the guy in third place, like shaking the champagne,
Yeah.
kissing the girls, and then like people in first and second place are just like looking down on him. Well, that's me. Like I rarely read a book for fun, and so I've read so many books for fun now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What you reading?
Right now I am reading The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe. That
Ooh.
is one that I am reading right now. I haven't gotten far. It's really tough. Like, I actually like Steinbeck a lot because his reading is so smooth. Like I don't have any problem reading his works. Like, it just feels like a movie reel, kind of like going when I read it. And then when I get to like all these like science stuff, like dang Dune, there's this word I've never seen before, and I'm just like, okay, and it just feels like a bumpy road whenever there's like these Zorgs and these like blah blah blahs, and like I'm just like I don't know what
Yeah.
these are.
Yeah. Notice that you made up your own terms rather than using any of the terms that were actually in the book.
And no.
You don't have any actual examples because you can't remember.
I can't remember what happened in Dune. Dude, that was a. I mean, I've been wild if like drunk or high or something reading
Reading
Dune.
Dune. Well, that's the thing about science fiction is that it's that all the time. They just, I don't know. I feel like that's how they just pad out the runtime, just by throwing all these terms, and then it's like, well, these are terms they haven't seen before, so now we got to explain them. So they go off on 10 pages talking about the Harkonnens and the Bean Gesserits or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. I like science, like Jurassic Park, for example. That's one book I read.
Yeah.
In my era of reading when I don't have a book report. That one was a science fiction, and I read that one. I love that one. I spent that was one of those like what do they call them? Like when you can't like put the book down. A book you can't put the book down.
A page turner.
A page turner. That was a page turner right there. I love that book. I mean, there's a bunch of dinosaurs I didn't know about, and I'd like look them up and like, oh, that's a cool dinosaur.
Oh.
But I mean, I read that one just fine. There weren't any Zorgs or. Trying to think of a Dune term.
Yeah. Use Zorgs twice, but that's not even a term in Dune.
Oh no, Zorgs are in the Hitchhiker's Guide.
Oh.
Yeah, the Ben Gesserit, the Jen Besserit.
The Bash bringing the cash flinging.
Ash bringing. But yeah, no, that movie's coming out in 2021, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, Dune?
Yeah, Dune.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I mean, we read the book for the movie.
Yeah, that was pretty much our whole reason for. Although we could read like the 1984 Dune by David Lynch, where he intended to make like a series of like 5 movies to encapsulate one book until his studio was like, no, you get one.
Yeah. But yeah, but no, so Jurassic Park, Of Mice and Men, I really liked Of Mice and Men, even though it was a novella, but still, I got that down. I now get all the references to Of Mice and Men.
Yeah.
I could finally say that. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Novellas are cool. That's why I was thinking we should do like themes for like book club where, I don't know, have like a theme where we all pick something out of the theme.
What do you mean?
Because I was thinking, well, we could do it by subject and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking maybe like while we're busy and stuff, we could do like a 1 week read type of thing where if you can read the whole thing in 1 week, it counts.
Oh, so they do like the Red Pony or something while we're like for this week?
Yeah, well, maybe, like a short story or like a short novella.
No. I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, just after we're done with Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah.
Which, who knows when that's going to happen. Am I right, boys?
We're up.
Yeah, poor Luke.
Poor Luke. He's got a lot of pages to read.
Yeah, he's got a lot of catching up to do, boy.
But no, I've just been reading at night. Like, that's one other thing I've been doing. I've been, like, putting my phone down at night, not looking at it. Like, I kind of, like, got rid of Twitter and all those social medias off my phone.
Yeah.
Except for, like, Messenger, so I could, like, talk to my friends. And,
Yeah.
like, see what's happening with you guys.
Yeah, if there was a way to delete... Is there a way to delete, like, Facebook without deleting Messenger?
Yeah.
Because...
Oh, wait, like, deleting your Facebook account? Or like, what do you mean?
I don't know. I guess, but... Now that I think about it, no, that's not possible.
No, I just deleted the Facebook app on my phone, but kept the Messenger app. That's what I have.
Yeah.
But yeah, where was I going? I don't remember where I was going.
Talking about Zorgs
Zorgs, yeah.
and stuff.
Oh, we got a little further than that. Oh, no. Every night. I've been trying to read a book instead of looking at my phone. And I sleep better. I'm in a better mood. I forgot to read last night, so I was sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Books are cool. I don't... I don't know why I kind of like books aren't cool. I mean, they're cool.
Yeah. They are pretty cool.
They are.
They are pretty cool, man.
Megan and I might go to not Bookman's. We tried Bookman's and we couldn't find any of her My Hero Academia manga.
Yeah.
So we might go to Barnes and Noble and get something there. I'll probably get only like one book over there if I go to Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, you can, cause those mangas.
Mangas.
Yeah, it's like $8 for like one volume.
It is.
Yeah.
And like I buy them for Megan, kind of like, you know, they're trying to be like a good big brother, like, you know, like, oh, let's go to the DVD store, like I don't know, back then, like, here, like, I'm like, here, you can pick out a manga, and like I buy it for her, and then like the next hour she's like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the
like,
thing. Yeah, you can shred through it in like an hour or less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, and if you ever want to get super depressed, just do the math of like how much money it'll take to buy the whole series eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like 36 volumes by $8, you know.
I ran it up to 10. Some of them are 10, so that's $360.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of cash.
A lot of cash.
A lot of cash.
That's one of those I just rent it from not rent it. You don't rent from the library. You just borrow it from the library.
Yeah. Well, that's what I try to do. Unless it's unless it's like a one-off, because then I can feel better about myself for buying it. Like the Junji Ito stuff. All of it's collected in one volume.
Oh.
Well, not all of his stuff, but like he's got collections of like short stories and stuff. They're all collected in one volume.
Mm-hmm.
And like different stories are, so he doesn't have any like series that are just separate and you have to buy them all. They're all compacted into one volume.
That's cool.
You know, makes me want to kill myself less. Just a little bit less.
That is good. But yeah. Those collections are cool. I wish, like, I saw the John Steinbeck one, and it was, like, incomplete. Like, they do, like, excerpts from books. So I'm like, what?
That is horrible.
Yeah, I saw Grapes of Wrath, Red Pony, and A Vice and Minnow in one book. And I'm like, amazing. And they didn't have all of Grapes of Wrath in there. And I was like, oh, that would be
Dude.
bad for the, like, the...
Yeah, what in the world?
Yeah.
What is this, Reader's Digest? What are you doing cutting out, like, most of the book?
Boom, roasted.
Roasted. They deserve it.
They deserve it.
What are they doing? Publishing stuff. You know, I've got like a collection of Reader's Digest. They publish actual books, not just their magazines, but just actual books, where they have like anthologies of all these famous novels. None of them are complete. You get like 2 chapters from each book. So you'll like see the thing and the book's like that thick, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, Don Quixote, Atlas Shrugged, Grapes of Wrath, War and Peace. It's like, dang, this is... And you can just visibly see that there's no way any of these are complete.
Yeah.
Because it's just in this teeny tiny little thing.
Yeah, I don't know why people do that. I mean, I don't know what is the point of that. It's like, I don't know how to reference it to.
It's pointless.
It's pointless.
It's
yeah.
pointless. That's actually the one, that's probably like the only thing that Ray Bradbury and I agree on, probably. Is that Reader's Digest sucks.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I forgot my coffee this morning.
Forgot your coffee this morning?
I'm feeling it.
I'm just like, I don't know. I don't get into coffee, man.
You don't?
Yeah.
I remember I tried to get you into coffee that one time.
I try to get myself into coffee, and I'm
yeah.
like, you know, yeah, let's see, who's a horrible person and will feed my addiction? It's like, why, of course, Justin.
Yeah. No, I know. I don't know. Were there any that I showed you that were your favorites? Or were there any that I didn't show you that were your favorites?
Well, the cold ones, I think, were what I'm definitely more into.
Yeah.
Those cold coffees. Basically, just anything that's more anything else other than coffee. Like that caramel-looking...
Frappuccino?
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like the blended thing?
Yeah, it's basically just a milkshake with coffee in it.
Yeah. That's good. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a desperate time, man.
That was a desperate
time.
That was the time where you were like staying up late too, right? And
Yeah.
like having to do everything.
Yeah, all the
being
time.
a music kid.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know, okay, I'm gonna throw a bold statement in there, and engineers are gonna hate me for this. But I think musicians in like the music arts program have it like way harder and like almost as hard as probably like hard science
Yeah.
majors.
I
Yeah,
agree.
More than like people give credit to.
Yeah. I mean, how much do you study a night?
How much do I study a night?
How much do you study every night?
Oh, that's a question. How much do I study? How much should I study?
How much? Can give me both. How much do you and how much should you?
So lately, I will be studying. I would want to say. That's tough. Does this include homework? Like homework I have to do? Like anything outside of class I have to do for the class? Does
Just-
that include?
I'm just really just studying, I think. Just personal study,
Personal study.
where you're just like
Things.
running drills or something, or just, you know,
Oh, doing
looking-
things on your own time, like things you're not required to do, really, but like you should do in order to like, do
Pretty
good
much,
in the program. Okay,
yeah.
so actual studying. Okay, so actual studying. Not as much as I should. I do.
that's not a number.
I'm going around this because I'm really gonna kick myself. I'm gonna kick myself. You're gonna kick myself.
I am going to kick yourself.
I would say I usually study for a test the night before. That's a solid. That's a solid guess. So if I study the night before, I'm probably studying only 3 or 4 hours for that test.
3-4 hours, like a week, or
For that just
Or a
that
day?
class. So I would say like studying on my own time, doing stuff that's not for a grade. It would be maybe like 10 to 15 hours
a week or a day?
a week.
A week?
A week.
Oh,
Doing stuff that's not for a grade.
so what's that, like a little over an hour a day?
Yeah.
On average?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not like every day though. It's just all in a lump sum.
A lump sum, yeah. The 4 or 5 hours before the night before a test.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I practice like 4 hours every day. I know people practice like 6 to 8 hours every day on their instrument, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it. I don't understand where they find the time.
My fingers would be
Although
burning.
everybody who I heard of who practiced like 6 hours a day all eventually like were hospitalized for exhaustion.
Oh my gosh.
So maybe that explains it.
Keep it up for then, Ricky.
Yeah.
Keep it up for. But yeah, no, like right there, like you guys are doing way more than what engineers are doing. Like we complain that we have so much work, but we don't do the work. We
Yeah.
just do the bare minimum and get through it.
Yeah.
That's what we do. But you guys can't do the bare minimum because if you guys do the bare minimum, like you'll hear it.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna die by the composer.
You're gonna die, or you're gonna get yelled at by Angela, which is basically the same thing.
It's the same thing. But yeah, no, like I couldn't do 4 hours a day every day. That would drive me crazy.
Yeah. The difference is though is that you actually enjoy it though, because it doesn't feel like 4 hours of work. It's 4 hours of like, you know, I don't know, doing good stuff. You know, it's tedious, you know, but you know, I don't know. It's not the worst thing.
Yeah,
I could be doing like, you know, math and stuff.
yeah, and hating yourself.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. That's good. It's good to I really enjoy hearing that like you enjoy it, and I really enjoy hearing your music too over like the calls and stuff like that. You're just like strumming on like your guitar, and then it's just like, I'm just like I don't know, off in another world. Just like oh, this sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Like it feels like either I'm in like a jazz, like what's it like cafe jazz. You know, I'm throwing
A
words.
jazz cafe.
I-
There are jazz cafes actually, but you know.
Jazz cafe. That would be cool to go to.
Yeah, that's where all the jams, pretty much. It's either cafes or bars.
Mhm. You should bring me to one, or I just need to go visit whenever you're playing for
Yeah.
one. I need to get my butt out of my house and get there.
Okay. Yeah, it's tough right now, man, because it all has to be outside, which is horrible for, you know.
Ooh, acoustics.
Well,
Or no.
It's
So,
just-
let you talk.
well, it's just mainly for me at least. The biggest thing is that because the Espresso Art Cafe is where the jam is that I generally go to, and there's just like massive bar next door to it, and just all night long you just hear the everybody now all night long. Which when you're indoors, it's like it's not as bad, but when you're outside, it's like all like the whole jam.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's horrible. Like, it sounds funny, but I bet it's not funny while playing.
I don't know. You just deal with it, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I do like hearing the guitar, you playing it.
Why, thank you.
It's cool.
Grazie. Grazie.
I haven't picked up an instrument in a long time.
You should.
I should.
You should. Any instrument, really.
Any.
Anything. Then we could, like, jam out and stuff.
Mm.
Could learn the violin again.
Could learn the violin again.
Yeah.
For the audience, I shook my head no.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm really like I always do this where I get like really excited about something
Yeah.
and I do it like halfway
Yeah.
and then I just toss it.
That's if you show up at all.
So if I show up at all. I've been wanting to do like the drum thing.
Yeah, those are called drums.
Those are called the electric drum pads.
Oh, yeah?
So I don't like bother my parents or my sister when I'm playing.
Yeah.
All there is like tack 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 tack.
Duck, duck, duck.
Here it is like like on my ears. But yeah, no, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the engineers sent me a link to one of the drum sets that they use. And they're like, it's pretty cheap. You could do it. Because like, I expressed interest. I'm like, oh, you play drums? That's cool. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they told me all about it. It was pretty cool. And I was like, I want to do it. And then that was a couple months ago. A lot of months ago. And I still forgot how much it was. It was like $200. 200 isn't too bad.
For an electric drum kit?
Yeah.
That's like, you know, like take it and book it because that's like dirt cheap.
Oh.
Dirt cheap, son.
Oh.
Although, however, I will say it is so cheap, I would test it out first to make sure he's not trying to rip you off. Because it's so cheap, it's actually sketchy.
It's actually sketchy.
That's like crackhead like cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty, almost. No, a crackhead would sell you for like $50 or something. For being honest. I know this guy who, like back in high school, a guitar guy, played guitar. He bought like this super like decked out like guitar, and it was all shiny, and it had like an electric component and everything, where he could just like, it had like a touch screen just on the guitar.
What the heck?
He got it for $50 from a crackhead, man.
Was it a good guitar? Or
It was an extremely good guitar.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Dude, that's a gonga deal.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the guy. Also kind of don't.
Yeah. Well, kind of don't, because the guy almost definitely stole it.
Oh.
But you know.
Oh. That's cool though.
Yeah. Cool for my friend. Not so cool for basically anybody else involved.
That is true. Rip the guy who bought it.
Yeah. No, the guy who bought it.
Oh no, the guy who got it stolen.
Yeah,
Who
the guy who
bought
got it stolen. And the crackhead who's addicted to crack.
Yeah, and that guy. Rip him. Good on your friend.
Yeah, supporting local businesses.
Jeez. I think the view rating went down.
I don't think that's actually not possible.
It's actually not. It goes to
We're
negatives.
already at 0, man. That's actually not possible for it to go down.
YouTube's demanding that we get viewers now, instead of just 0.
It's gonna be like that Gandhi glitch in Civilization, to where like, you know, like where like it's so low it's at 0, and then we subtract 1 and just wraps all the way down. Now we're at like 999.
Oh my gosh.
It's like we go so low, like our views are so low that they actually skyrocket into the stratosphere.
It's impressive. I'm happy we're doing podcast again. I mean, well, I'm happy I could see you in person now.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's honestly most of the reason why I do the podcast, man. Yeah, one, it was because I was just like, you know, in my house all day, just like, you know, with nobody to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just talk to the void, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe I'll look back on it one day and just be like, hey, this is what this guy used to think at one point.
Mhm.
And then also I'd have an excuse to talk to you guys for like an hour at least. Because everything we do, it's like, you know, we play a game, but we're only talking about the game, or like, you know, like we have like a book club, which is nice, but it's not in person. It's all like over the phone.
Yeah. I mean, like I think that's good still, so we can like hear each other. It'd be cool to do it in person though too,
Oh yeah.
and like a bit when things start lifting up and we all could be out more.
Yeah, we could do it in the park.
Could do it in the park, yeah.
Do it in the park.
Book club in the park.
Yeah. Park club.
Park club.
Park club where we all get together and talk about our favorite parks.
Dude, I like it. I was about to go on like a tangent right there.
Do it, man.
With my national parks, dude, I love national parks. Like, everyone says it's like probably like the only good thing America has done,
Yeah.
and I agree. It's probably one of the greatest things. America
Imagine
has
being
done.
a type of person that hates America to the point that they think that's the only good,
That's the only
good
good
thing.
thing.
That's the only good thing. Yeah, we haven't done any other things
Well, I mean, there's other
that could be
things.
seen as positive for the world. Yeah, no, that's it. That's it.
That's it.
National parks. That's where our good in the world has ended.
so I'm running with this. I'm
Yeah.
running with this claim now, I guess. But no, national parks are so cool. Like, I wish more around the world did it too.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's like allowing people to like enjoy nature and be out there and stuff like that. Like preventing it from like just being destroyed, but also like keeping it in check so that it doesn't go like all wild and stuff. I mean, like that's okay if it goes all wild, but I mean like there's that whole balance between preservationists and conservationists
Yeah.
that we gotta like keep. And, like I don't know. National parks make a good healthy because there's a lot of like research involved in it. There's a lot of like people like do like research projects there and like they learn stuff and humans can experience it, but also it's protected so the animals are safe and everyone's okay. I know it's not all perfect, but it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, man. What do people expect, man? I don't know.
But
Everybody always has to complain about every time anybody does anything nice. I don't know what the deal is. So yeah, you got your national parks, but it's only because you destroyed the rest of the land. You know, just it's like you can't just let us, you know, enjoy life. You ever think about maybe enjoying something every once in a while instead of complaining about everything? I don't know. I question the well-being of these people.
Yeah, I agree.
No, why?
Why?
No, wind, why? Why are you doing this to me? Why? I forgot my mic condom. So,
Oh, did you get one of those?
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
I made it.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't have to buy anything because I had all the ingredients. Okay, I think it's okay for now. I had all the ingredients. It's basically just foam.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So I just got some leftover foam and a rubber band, and that's my monster condom that I keep for my microphone's Magnum
For
dong.
my Magnum mic.
For my Magnum mic.
Oh boy. That's one show I need to continue with. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I got my parents into it, man.
You did?
They're loving it, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Do they have a favorite character? What was your favorite character?
I mean, it's got to be Frank.
It's gotta be Frank.
Yeah, I mean, honestly. Who else could it be?
It was great when they brought him into. It was like the second season when they brought him in or something.
Maybe. I thought it was just the end of the first season. It's like
Oh, yeah.
super early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It skyrocketed from there when
Yeah.
he came in. It was
Oh,
great.
yeah. Yeah, that's got to be a whole genre of video, just Frank out of context.
Mhm.
Which is basically just a show, because even if you have the context, it doesn't make it better.
Yeah.
They all equally come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Frank is great. Frank is great.
Frank is great.
Frank is great.
Shout out to Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
He's one of those legends.
Yeah.
But he's just gonna be better than everyone else.
Yeah. You heard the man.
Yeah.
Monster condom
Monster condom.
for his Magnum dong.
he was a director for a great movie too.
Oh yeah. Which was that? Like,
I'm gonna say a name, and it's probably not gonna be right. Is it Matilda?
yeah, I think so.
Matilda, yeah. That was a good movie.
It's also an actor in it too.
Yeah.
Yes. Directed and acted.
Kind of like Quentin Tarantino.
Well, except he actually played a character, like a full-fledged,
Oh yeah.
one of the main characters in the movie, not just Tarantino, where he's in it for a scene.
Yeah.
And then pieces out for the whole rest of the 3-hour movie.
I read that he was gonna be the what was it, Jim? I forgot. He was gonna be the guy who sells Quentin Tarantino, not Danny DeVito, Quentin Tarantino.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it would be interesting if Danny DeVito was in a Quentin Tarantino film. That'd get chaotic real quick. But Quentin.
Say what again?
Say. I think Quentin was going to be the guy selling the drugs. Given the adrenaline.
No, I heard that was supposed to be Kurt Cobain, actually.
Oh.
Who was supposed to be the drug dealer. Or at one point was considered for the drug dealer.
I don't know. I don't know if my source is factual or not. It's what I heard.
You're wrong, boy.
I'm wrong.
Well, plus the drug dealer, even like the person who they did cast, even looks a lot like Kurt Cobain. So it's not hard to, not a leap of logic to come to that conclusion.
That's true. That was wild. The adrenaline scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I was not okay during that scene.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do that.
I mean, well, first of all, they probably wouldn't. Because you try being accurate where you're like stabbing in this motion, just like, yeah, you try to hit the heart with like, and not just the heart, but you got to like hit a certain point, I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
So you can't just like, you can't just yoink, somebody in the heart and they'll just be okay,
And you can't hit the lungs or anything.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Everything is here.
I missed everything but the heart.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, it was just crazy. It's just that's a thing. Dude. Maybe that's the stuff that they use in those war games for medics, for like people like revive people crazy.
Yeah.
Just stab a bunch of people with adrenaline.
Adrenaline. Or bandages.
Bandage.
This will help your open wound.
This will help your open. Get back in there, soldier.
Just a man's got like a giant, like almost like a toilet paper roll on his back, but except his bandages, so he's just running around. It's like, here, this will help. I know you're dying of gangrene, but this will tighten that right up.
Keep you in there a little longer. Just like with a medic behind him every time he gets down. It's on another layer of bandages.
It's like in Far Cry, where for some reason the only place your main character can be injured is his arms somehow. It's like, I get you've been shot several times, but let me like rip out this piece of glass from my arm, because apparently that's the only place he's vulnerable. The arms.
All damage is just like attracted to the arms.
Yeah.
Bullets just redirected to the arm.
Yeah, honestly, that's basically what they're trying to say, is that every time you get shot, he gets shot in the arm.
Poor guy.
Not just the arm, but like this section of the arm, just all here. It all hits here.
Rough day. Oh, did you find any Steam games for Apple and PC compatible?
I found I've been playing. It's not. I guess it's technically co-op, but I just got it because my childhood was very I played it a lot as a kid. Is the Bloons Tower Defense 5. You ever play that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Dude, that's a time. That is a time. I used to be super into like the tower defense games, man.
What was your favorite monkey?
Well, I mean, of course the holy super monkey.
The holies, yes.
I mean, what else could it even be?
The god monkey.
Yeah, the god monkey.
I was always a fan of the glue monkeys.
Yeah, I knew. I had actually, it's Ben. You know Ben Gary?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played it too. Yeah, he really liked the glue monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I find that it's only useful once you have it be able to, like, once you get it to like the corrosive glue.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they're just sticky and then they're kind of slow. And then that's all they do. He's not even popping balloons. He's just, he's just throwing glue, just these yellow jizz all over the balloon. It's like, yeah, this will slow him down.
This will do it.
Yeah.
What a power play. It's your first monkey. It's just the glue monkey. It just slows the balloon down. Dang, that's determination.
Yeah. Ultimate disrespect.
Ultimate disrespect. Not even killing the balloon, just slowing it down.
Just nasty. It's like, it's bad enough we have to die, but now we gotta die covered in this nonsense.
Yeah, no, that was a great game.
Yeah, but I tell you what was more the monkey that was more useful than I thought would be the engineering monkeys.
Oh.
You ever get those?
I actually don't remember those.
Yeah, well, they're like a kind of a later game unlock, somewhat. I think they're one of the last ones you unlock.
Oh.
But yeah, weirdly useful because they're almost just like, they start out just like the needle monkeys, just those your basic bitches,
Yes.
But then you can like get them because they're engineers, so they make like turrets and stuff and then they like weirdly become the most OP monkey in the whole game.
They create nukes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should try that out again. I should play that game again.
Yeah.
You said there might be a co-op?
Yeah, pretty sure there is co-op, yeah.
Yeah.
So we could see. I don't know what that would entail, but
We could try it.
could try it.
Yeah. I could look on more. I wonder if Phasmophobia is now
No,
Mac
it's not on Mac.
It's not.
Last I checked, unfortunately.
RIP.
That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
They have a VR version of that game,
Yeah, believe it.
and I'd hate it.
Yeah. You want to have a good time.
It'd be great. It'd be great to get like a VR and then like have you try it and then we try it and then like you see the difference, which is like you'd probably be like Master Ghost Hunter.
Master Ghost
You'd be
Hunter.
talking to the ghost and like calming it down and then like taming it. Somehow, being the alpha.
I'd scare the ghost, man. Just like start whispering sweet nothings into its ear.
Start freaking the ghost out.
It's like, oh yeah, baby, cover me in your ectoplasm or whatever. Oh yeah, that's where I like it.
The readings start going to 0. The ghost is out of there.
like the just suddenly got popped into the To Catch a Predator line from Chris Hansen. It's like, I can't control my horny levels. Just out of nowhere.
Dang.
I should get like at least just on my phone maybe just a soundboard of To Catch a Predator memes, just so that like at any given moment I could just just boom, I can't control my horny levels, just boom, what's wrong with that? Just
I could send you the one of the apps for it. They have
a soundboard app.
They do, yeah.
Where you can like put your own sounds in it.
Yeah, streamers have it where they kind of like rig their phone so that it's kind of like right next to the screen. So when they want to do like basically what you want to do, but on a stream. But yeah, I'll send it.
Dude, definitely, I will use that. I'll use that on the podcast
Use
all the
that on
time, all the time.
Nice.
Make you regret the day you ever told me about this soundboard.
Add it to my list.
Dude, that's like seriously possible. Like for my personal readings or whatever, it's personally like probably the funniest show in all of television. To Catch a Predator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's actually hilarious. No, stop.
Oh no.
No, protect. 9. There you go. Nobody will hurt you, baby.
I don't know if they could hear us now.
I think they'll have trouble hearing you, but I've got my window of face.
A face.
My window of face. Yeah, I don't know. We can just this is such a oh no.
Oh no.
You just killed everybody wearing headphones.
Well, there goes half the audience.
Yeah, there goes half a 0.
There goes half a 0. Cross out 0, put 0.
0 times 0.5.
Zero's a wacky number. You know, it's not considered a natural number.
Is this what this has come to?
This is what it's come to. Well, no, I have this like engineering teacher that's a super like math teacher.
Yeah.
It's like a mega math teacher.
Mega math.
But I might say this wrong. I'm not sure, but I think 0 is not a natural number. Like.
Well, what is a natural number?
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, yeah, that is true. It is in
-1,
fact not any of those
-2,
numbers.
-3, -4. They're like integers, but doesn't include 0. So, but it's because like 0 was like developed a long, long time ago after they developed numbers for some reason. Like
After they developed numbers?
yeah, like they had a hard time conceptualizing what 0 was.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's actually nothing.
I don't know the whole story behind it, but that's what I was thinking. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's nothing.
It's like they discovered all the numbers before they discovered nothing.
Well, I think it's because they're like, well, if you have like, this is like 1 of something, and you have like 2 of something, and
Yeah.
then there's no number for.
Well,
If you have
what did their brains just explode where somebody's like, hey, how many bars of soap do you have? It's like, what do I do? What do I say? There's no number that could possibly define the number of soaps I have.
I don't know if they say like I don't have any or something. Or, like, I need a number. There is no number that exists for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what all I thought about during that class, though. It's except the lecture. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because the concept of 0, even if they didn't consider it a number, still's been around, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, man. Nothing's been around way longer than numbers. Yeah, your professor's off on some nonsense, man. I don't know what they're... Yeah, they discovered 0 after they discovered... No, 0 is actually the first number anyone's ever discovered, man.
Yeah, I'll pull it up just to... I'll look into this. We'll get our fact checkers on this, people.
Yeah. Not that it would matter anyways. Nobody watched.
When was 0 invented?
When was 0 invented? Awkward silence. Oh yeah, I've got it. I should talk. I've been into this book review channel, man, called Better Than Food.
Huh.
Yeah, I really like it. Shout out. Better Than Food on YouTube.
Better Than Food.
Yeah. He's just into a lot of stuff I think I would be into. Yeah. Although I did listen, he reviewed Henry Miller, and kind of, I guess, for me, somewhat famously, that, yeah, I started reading Tropic of Cancer, and I got like 150 pages into it before I finally was like, no, I tap out, none of this. This is boring, this sucks. You know, because I had heard that Tropic of Cancer is like this masterpiece of a novel, and it's like one of the greatest books in like the early 20th century ever written. And so I was like, and it's like, it's just been hyped up and it inspired like all of the beat writers to write their stuff too. So I was like, oh, this has got to be like one of the greatest books ever made. So then I read it and it's like nothing for like 50 pages, and then like, oh, well, this is, yeah, but I heard it's good, so I'll just, and then 100 pages, and then finally 150 pages later, I was like, you know, this is actually, I'm actively wasting my life reading this book.
Oh.
Because nothing happens. 150 pages. It's impressive how long they could possibly have, how many pages they could go without anything happening.
Yeah.
Bananas.
Sometimes you just gotta like drop the book if it's not.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling it, like it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I guess like I don't know. Yeah, I guess like 150 was like a good number to stop. I mean, like you kind of have to like give the book a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Like after the first chapter or something. But
Yeah.
no, if you ain't feeling it, you ain't feeling it.
Yeah. The unfortunate thing is that I think I want to read it just so I could definitively, like, I want to finish it so that I could definitively say that it does in fact suck.
But you want to be like the one to feel like I read it and I.
No, yeah,
hated
I
it.
read the whole thing, and at no point did I feel like it enriched my life in any way.
Oh.
Because that's the thing about like Fahrenheit 451, Tess of the D'Urbervilles, The Pearl, is that I actually read them all the way through, so I can say with absolute confidence that at no point does it become good. Well, Fahrenheit 451 depends on how you feel about it. That's the one where it's like, you know, I can consider it still a good book.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, but you know, whatever. But Tess of the D'Urbervilles and The Pearl are like, I would say almost objectively, just horrible books. Horrible books for horrible people.
No, I heard that some There was like a version of Fahrenheit 451 where they included a match with it because you want to burn the book afterwards. Is that because it's like they hated it because it was so good, or was it like because like
No,
your
no.
situation because
Well,
they just hated it?
if you read the book, it makes more sense.
Oh,
It's not. I mean, maybe that's how I would do it, but no, that's not the reason.
oh, okay. Oh, was it like that whole? Because I read the little synopsis of it from I forgot where, TED Talk or something, where they burn books or something in here,
Yeah.
and because I don't know, they wanted to be a because it was a dystopia world or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then 451 is where paper burns, right? I think.
It might be, but well, I mean, you'll read the book, so you'll see.
Okay.
But no. Why? Why?
No.
My question is why.
Like,
Why does this happen to me I gotta get my Magnum condom over here so I can cover this bad boy up. Because this is unfortunate. Okay, it's okay now. Yeah, I forgot. I couldn't believe. I got here and I started checking it and I was like, oh no, I forgot. This is gonna be terrible. And sure enough, yeah, this is gonna be a time. So, oh well.
Well, next time.
Next time. Get my monster condom for you. Magnum.
My
Dong. Sing the dong song. Oh, I did write a piece for my jazz combo based off of Grapes of Wrath.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Like-
yeah, I wrote a piece. It's called Oklahoma Jalopy Salesman.
That's pretty cool though. I like it.
Yeah.
And like you wrote this as in like your own music, your own.
Yeah, composed as in wrote down
wrote.
myself, me,
That's cool.
composed. Yeah.
Should play it sometime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the sheet music.
Have the sheet music,
I do have the sheet music.
but do you have the instrument?
Well, but it's like multiple instruments.
Oh! It's not like it's not like guitar.
Yeah. So unless you expect me to play drum, bass, guitar, and 2 saxophones, then
Oh,
I don't think it's gonna happen, Chief.
I get you now. Okay. Jazz piece, as in like an actual jazz band
Yeah.
playing it. Okay, that's cool too. Is on like what do they call it? The MIDI?
What?
The MIDI? M-I-D-I?
Oh, MIDI.
MIDI?
Yeah. Well, you can put it on the MIDI, but it's like a different thing. Plus, I mean, there's a way to do it, but I'm always too lazy to switch it on. There's a way to have the MIDI playback be like in swing, and the piece, of course, is a swing piece.
Oh.
But there's a way to do it, but it's not. So basically, you just get straight eighth notes, basically the whole thing, and you just kind of figure it out.
A jazz.
Jazz, yeah.
That's one thing that I remember. Like one of the jazz players from back in high school was like, "Yeah, we swing these. Like you swing eighth notes," and I'm like, "You what now?" And they're like, "Yeah, like you don't play them as eighth notes. You play them as this." I'm like, "Then why are they eighth notes?"
Because it's more simple than putting a triplet note, and it's like triplet, like 2 triplets in one triplet, one triplet, one triplet. It's a lot cleaner on the page than just or you could just write eighth notes, and it's the same deal.
What if a jazz composer did do that just out of spite? Like, what if they hated?
That's horrible.
That's horrible.
That's horrible. Your musicians will actually kill you. It's like walking into one of those if you're like a studio musician and they write key changes or something, they'll just actually murder you.
Oh boy. Key changes.
Yeah.
That was funny. What was it? Middle school, 8th grade. I think 8th grade is when I finally discovered what a key, what that key. What's it called? The key. Yeah, just the key, was.
Yeah.
What a key was.
What a key is.
Yeah.
What is a key?
And I don't know, whenever Ms. Vega was just like low 2s, I was like, okay, low 2, and not know what that meant.
Low 2.
And I just thought the sharp meant I didn't know I didn't really know they existed over there on that side of like the world and like what they meant. Oh, they were just like kind of just like right in the treble clef. Like
They draw it for fun.
they just draw it for fun, yeah. Like, that's
They
what I
just
thought
doodle
it
on the
was.
page a little bit and then you play.
And then like, I think it was I don't know. I think Miss Vega called me out on it or something. She was just like, cause I thought I was just playing in what's it? There's C, F, then D. I think I was playing in D, and it was a C scale, and then I was just constantly playing high twos. And then she was just like, "Can't you see the key?" And I'm like, "The what?"
The key.
And it was like, of course, in like the chamber, not chamber, but like the concert orchestra. So it was like the the high
Yeah, the
of
high.
one, and it was just like, what?
Yeah, that I will talk smack about for Miss Vega because she's great and I like her and all that stuff, but she didn't teach us dick about music, man. Like I didn't learn, yeah, pretty much the same, like, ask any of her students in like the top orchestra, if they're not learning it on their own, they're not going to learn from her like what's a major scale? How do you play a major scale? How do you play a minor scale? Like basic stuff like that they don't teach you. And it blows my mind. Like now that I have the knowledge I do now, it blows my mind that they never like thought to be like, hey, this is a key. This is how you play the key. This is how you know what key you're in. Oh, and this is a major key. That's like basic. Like elementary school students could learn this.
Yeah.
But for some reason, high school is just doesn't seem important, I guess. I remember having to show like violists because she definitely wouldn't show them. Whereas just I had to show them how to play a major scale because she never really got into it. Just for like regionals and stuff, being like, how do you play a melodic minor scale?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to like explain it. Well, Luke, I had to explain it to Luke too, because yeah, she didn't teach us anything.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
Yeah, I know for the regional scales, that cheat sheet that we had.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was like it's not as simple as like that 1, 2, 3. Like you have to you gotta have like the fingerings
Yeah.
for it. You gotta know the fingerings for it, and I had to show some people like it's not simple. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 1, 2, half step of it.
Yeah.
And all that. But I think she even said to the class one time that I think she did say like she is not like she does not want the orchestra to be like super music heavy. I think she was going more for like making it like a nicer atmosphere than some of like the high up music groups. So I don't know if that.
Well, that's the
influenced it or
thing.
not.
You once you do that, then you get bad music
Yeah.
because your musicians don't know how music works.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think I only had Ms. Vega as a teacher and like all the elementary school teachers, and they're cool. But
Yeah.
I only have one music teacher to base on things. Oh well, I mean, I guess we got what's his face.
Atterbury? We do have Atterbury, too.
Oh, I was thinking of like Shootman or whatever his name is.
Shootman, Chad Shootman.
Yeah, I mean Atterbury was cool too.
Yeah.
I didn't have him as like a teacher. Like I really wish I could have taken like concert band or something with him. Really see him, because I heard he was like really cool.
Yeah, that's the thing that now in hindsight was always kind of weird that, because I'm, of course, majoring in jazz, and then I was never actually in the
You're
jazz.
never in jazz.
I was in the jazz club,
Mm.
but yeah, never took the class, the jazz band class. It's crazy.
Imagine when you're like all famous with jazz, and then like Mr. Atterbury's just like never
Yeah.
took the class.
Never took the class. Yeah, I don't know. But I also was super new to guitar. Because I learned to play guitar like, I think freshman year was when I like learned to play guitar.
Mhm.
So, yeah, basically I had to go from like zero experience on the instrument to playing in the jazz band, which, Although honestly, I would have made it in because they had that, that bananas policy to where, because there's not a whole lot of people that you need for a jazz band, that they have to let everybody who wants to be in. Yeah, it's super crazy, but yeah,
Oh, I thought you had to audition for it.
you do, but they let everybody in,
Oh, like a scare tactic.
I guess. But but I don't think they ever actually cut anybody. Everybody just makes it in.
Everyone makes it in.
Yeah. Bananas.
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 Banana.
Actual bananas.
Actually.
Just like, what's that called? Just potassium, baby. Just straight up potassium. That's all it is. Yeah, mind blowing.
What a wild time.
Yeah, man. Dude. But I'm still slightly butthurt about Miss Vega not teaching me music. Because it wouldn't have been that hard, honestly. Thinking about it.
Yeah.
Now that I know.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah.
I remember all the times we brought back practice plans and they're gone in 3 weeks.
Practice plans. LOL. Good old practice plans.
No practice plans. It's just sad. I think like if you're really into it, you'd practice.
Yeah.
And if you're not into it, you won't practice. And like forcing to practice is like not the way to go because it just makes people lie. Like, I hope you're not listening to this podcast.
I hope she does. I got some notes.
I vividly remember an experience where she's like, all right, I will get out your practice plans and turn them in. Everyone took them out and just wrote down the numbers and like fill out a practice plan. And,
Yeah.
like,
Hey, man, I'm not above it. I lied almost every practice plan.
Yeah.
I don't think I was honest once.
Fair.
Yeah, honestly. And I wanted to be a musician, and I just couldn't be bothered. I practice what I want to practice when I want to practice. You're not going to make me sit down and record, I did 5 minutes of scales, and I timing myself doing, I went up and down, and, I practice measures 36 to 42 with the 4+1 technique. And then I used a metronome to, that's not how I do it, at least. I'm sure that works for some people, but that's not even close to the way I do things,
Yeah, it's like studying for everyone. Everyone has different methods of how to study. So, I mean, like plans might be good for some, but as you say, like, you know what you need.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna be glued down to doing it all.
Yeah. And I always got a kick out of it when she's like, and then even if you're lying, you're at least thinking about how to, how to actually practice. It's like, I don't know. It just always trips me up, man. It's like, I mean, I guess, maybe, but I mean, let's be honest here, man. Let's be honest, practicing and thinking about practicing are two wildly different things.
Very two different things. That is true. Yeah. High school music. Wild time.
Wild times,
Wild
man.
time.
Dude. But Atterbury was cool. And he actually taught us stuff, man. You ever think about that? Where, like, the 1 year I was in marching band, I learned more about music than, like, 6 years in orchestra?
Yeah.
You ever think about that nonsense?
No, I feel like I feel like learning like a whole new instrument was like game changing. It felt like just like learning stuff all over again. And so like Mr. Atterbury's like Mr. Atterbury there to help you teach, like learn
Yeah.
it all over again.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, like it was him. I was never in choir, but I hear Miss Ross was good about it for like actually teaching you things about music. I mean, what kind of? I didn't know that was such a novel concept, but
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, shout out. It's unfortunate that Miss Ross had to. That I guess she's what do you call it? Retired now?
She's retired.
Somewhat. She's not teaching anymore. Yeah.
I think I heard about this, but I'm like rehearing it, and I'm shocked this is the first time probably.
Yeah. No. Miss Ross and Miss Barker both went together. They both left at the same time.
Who the frick are they now? Who's at the high school?
Some random lady.
Who is that even an F wing anymore?
Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, the second Mr. Atterbury leaves, it's all over.
Yeah, no.
It's all over.
Dude, that was like I forgot, someone explained it. Like, it was like a holy trinity, but it was like a holy, like, but 4 points.
4 points. A holy square.
A holy square.
The holy diamond.
It was the holy diamond over there with all 4 teachers there. There's just the class, like, I don't know, iconic.
Yeah.
And just like, I don't know. And then it's so sad.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there will be a time where they would have to leave and all that, but
Yeah.
That's so soon.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's because all of us left.
Yeah, we all left, so then they all got depressed and decided to. There's no good musicians / actors anymore, so they just decided to peace out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that the moment we leave. They're like, okay, we have no reason to live anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Unfortunate. I miss Pit. That was fun. Pit Orchestra.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was nice.
That was a nice time. Yeah. It was pretty chill.
I think one of my favorites is Les Mis.
That was definitely
That
my
was my
favorite.
favorite.
Definitely my favorite for sure. Yeah, I got to play guitar in a musical that doesn't suck.
This is
Actual balls.
which one are you talking about for the
Well, use your reasonable deducting skills. Which musical did I play guitar in that sucked copious amounts of dick?
Was it perhaps Fiddler?
Yes.
Ah.
Correctamundo.
Dang.
Yeah, it sucks.
I have to
It
be
sucks.
somewhat biased because I was the fiddler.
No, it's a sucky play.
It's
You played a sucky part in a sucky play, Justin.
Jeez. I was thrown off. Like, they call it Fiddler on the Roof, and they're only there like twice on stage.
Yeah. Not only that, but the fiddler, like, the only good thing about the play is the metaphor with the fiddler. That's the only
It's
good
like-
That's it. That's all they have, and they use it twice.
Well, I'm happy the parts you did, like I was in it.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that is. I will say that you are, in fact, better than actual garbage, which the rest of the play was.
That's actually
Think about it for like more than 5 seconds. The whole play is a bunch of Jews get around, and they're complain about stuff, and the Russians come, and then that's it. That's the whole play. Just a bunch of people just chilling out, basically just doing normal people stuff. If I wanted to do normal people stuff, I do normal people stuff every day, and it's honestly more exciting than whatever they're up to. Like the whole, like, there's scenes where they're just doing laundry and stuff, and just, so-and-so likes so-and-so. What is this, middle school? Talking about who likes who,
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was like way back then. Like, small village.
Yeah. I know. Boring.
So you're more into the bloody revolution.
I'm more into plays with plots.
Oh, jeez.
Les Mis is actually a really good play, but honestly, it didn't have that much competition when its other counterpart was Fiddler on the Roof, man.
My favorites were Fiddler on the Roof, Les Mis, and then I would have to say it would have to be all. So an order of favorites. I really liked Les Mis. I really liked Fiddler. I know that's a hot take. I know that's you don't share that same
That's a
opinion.
shite opinion.
But that's okay. I really liked Fiddler. I like the story. I think it was the one where I actually understood the story. I actually understood the story.
That says all I need to hear, man.
No. I watched the movie, and I was able to understand what was going on and everything. I understood the theme and everything, and I'm like, oh, I like this. I understand this. Les Mis, I watched the movie and I kind of understood it. What was going on. I think I missed some parts, but I really like Les Mis. I like the music from Les Mis and all the action from Les Mis. I like Fiddler, and then I would be Oliver for my third favorite. That was my first one. I had no clue what was going on in the pit. I was just I remember I was in the back too. I was last stand in the pit, and then all of a sudden I got thrown up to the front. I'm I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then Aida. Aida was fine too.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
They all weren't bad, but
It was good.
that one I was just I don't understand this. I don't understand what's going on there. I'm just playing the music.
Yeah.
All I know, there's a love triangle somehow, and it's not even a triangle.
That's the one thing from Les Mis that I think actually sucks balls, is the weird romantic plot that they just shove in there for no apparent reason. Honestly, yeah, I say it every time I talk about it, but if they could just cut that whole section, you don't even have to write around it, just straight up cut those parts out. And then just put in its place maybe explaining how this man got to be a wanted fugitive to the mayor of a major city in 6 years.
Okay, that is
maybe
fair.
maybe go into that a little bit. Maybe explain that for a second.
Okay, that is fair. That would be really nice to see how
Yeah.
he went from fugitive to mayor.
Yeah, straight up, they're just like, and then 6 years later, and he's the mayor.
And he's the mayor.
It's like, what? You know?
Yeah.
Surely I'm not the only person that noticed that, they just straight up skip a major plot point in the story of Les Mis, just casually.
Yeah. No, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
I say that every time. Every time I talk about it, I talk about that. Just like they never explain how this man, in just 6 years managed to become like, a major politician.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. We gotta rewrite the story.
Yeah, I'd do it. I'd rewrite Les Mis. Although honestly, I'll just keep everything except for those parts.
For those words. Yeah, understandable.
Honestly, if they could just cut those parts, I would take that. You don't have to write anything new. Just cut those parts out. You'll make the play significantly better.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Granted, Act 2 will be like 30 minutes long or something because you cut out like half the play.
That's where you just gotta like move the what do they call it, intermission,
Yeah,
to like, I don't know.
they have to move it earlier so that it just like makes no sense.
Yeah, just like a random place for an intermission. No like cliffhanger or anything.
No, they have to. They leave it on the cliffhanger, where it's just I don't know. They have to like they cut it exactly in half so that in the middle of Master of the House they just they'll just be singing and then just cut, and then they come back and he just continues off for exactly where they left off.
Yeah. It goes dark.
Yeah,
They cut all the mics, goes dark. We'll be back in 10 minutes. That'd be wild. That'd be chaotic.
That'd be great. I'd see that. I'd tap that.
Tap that. Well, I'm sad. I need to get going and studying.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was nice. I enjoyed it
This was
thoroughly.
nice. Did we get an hour in? I hope we got an hour in.
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
For your
cool.
sake, thankfully, we
For my
did.
sake.
Yeah, for the first time since I think
Forever.
Yeah, and
Just
forever.
the first one.
Yeah, since the first time. I think you did it the second time, but first time for a long time you actually made it to an hour. So
It's an hour.
thank goodness for that.
Well, it's been a while since we've seen each other, so like, we have like a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been not that we didn't have a lot to talk about then. You
No,
just,
no.
you just were a wuss.
Oh, just a was. I was.
Yeah. Wuss.
I'm probably louder now too, so like people could hear me.
Yeah. Yeah, you seem to come through fine here, as far as I can tell. But I guess we will see.
All right. Well, until next time. I don't know when the next podcast will be. I mean, you'll probably have your own podcast.
Yeah, it's whenever I feel about, But, hey, man, I'm willing to do it whenever,
Hmm.
We don't have to even wait as long as you think. I'm down just if you got the weekend or something.
The weekend. I mean, we could probably do another like reading day or something. Do it then.
Yeah, when is the next reading day?
Not next week, but the week after.
Oh. Definitely we could do it then.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I was saying like definitely we could do something on a reading day or
On
something.
the reading day.
Maybe like hike or podcast.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, we got to hike and stuff. When do you want to do that?
Or golf.
Or golf.
That'd be cool.
Or golf.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
okay. Do you like golf?
I do like golf.
Okay.
But it is a lot of money
It is
to be a thing that we do regularly.
That is true. We don't do it too regularly, but yeah, no, I understand. Like, we can't do that like every month or something. That would be
Yeah.
expensive.
That'd be it's a lot of pesos, I tell you.
A lot of pieces, but it is fun riding around on a golf cart and then Ricky slamming on the brakes.
And then that's it. That's the reason we do it.
That's the reason, just to be in the golf cart.
That's what we train for, boys.
This is our training. And giving the golf cart back and hoping we didn't damage it.
Yeah, they don't notice.
I think sometimes you like even put on the parking brake too. It went into like a Tokyo drift or something on the grass. But all right, well, yeah, no, I gotta get going.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, that's Justin. Say
That's
goodbye to Justin, everybody. He can't hear you.
Thank you.
All right, outro music, go.
End of the podcast. It's the end of the podcast. Check back in next time, and we'll have some